My goodness!
I'm half of a hometown kid around here. Trained at East Beach a ton, served as Dax and Todd, getting spanked every day, but loved it. So this is a huge win for me. I'm real emotional because I love Santa Barbara. So my first Cali win, so I'm super stoked. This is awesome. Santa Barbara champions for the road. Gibb and Patterson.
They're a very, very good team. John Hyden has won, 22 titles. He's been one of the best defenders and attackers in the nation for the last 8 years. So to be able to play and compete against him, it's a huge honor for me. And then Tri is actually an old teammate of mine from a professional league in Puerto Rico. 2 years ago we played in Corozal in Puerto Rico. And so I know him, and he's a great young talent. And it's what the U.S. needs. Not a lot of young guys that are blockers that are around. As you can see, there's all these great veteran defenders that have a choice of Phil, Jake, and a few other guys that are a little bit older. Besides that, there was a guy like Stafford and Tri are just guys that are frothing at the mouth to play with them. So it's great to have young talent coming in. And so yeah, those guys are very good. And so to beat a team over and over again is tough. That's why they kind of took us down in the quarters. But that was almost maybe the best thing for us with how long we've gone without losing. It's a good little refocus, and it's the only time we could afford to lose a match and come back. So.
Casey, you talked about a couple of plays. In the first set, you going off the court on the right-hand side, and I mean you're chasing after a block ball.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do with that ball? Just put it in play, but you put it right on.
yeah. Well, I meant to do that. No, I'm just kidding. That comes from a lot of time playing indoor volleyball and playing off the hands and learning how to run balls down and keep your feet moving. That's something that's a skill that you have to learn. And all I was thinking was just touch this ball and Jake can keep it in and get it over. And not really for him to kill the ball.
Oh,
that would be foreign.
And the other play is when Jake runs over to the other side. You don't see that too often.
That's totally legal. That's why we're like, dude, keep going for it. We can play it outside as long as we bring it back outside. Right. And boy, I wanted to finish that with just a hammer.
Oh, that was so sick.
John Hyden got a just absolute butter chicken wing, right?
Yeah.
What a great. That was full of a lot of cool rallies, and those are the ones that people will remember. And that I love playing those kind of matches that are close and with rallies that people don't see very often.
Right.
It's really cool.
The other thing that impressed me, and you can talk about, is everybody's hand setting was butter in that match. I don't think there was one throw calling the match. What?
Yeah, Try threw one, but he's right here, so I don't want to say anything. I'm just kidding. He looked over. Just kidding. No, yeah. Dude, I mean, he grew up in Hawaii, he's been playing beach volleyball for a long time probably. We work very hard on our hands. For me, it came real natural. That's kind of what got me to play the sport. Was I tried out for high school and I could set, so I was a setter right away. That's all I could really do at high level. So we all work real hard on hand setting, and it's something that Americans and Brazilians do, and not many other teams on the world tour. So we pride ourselves on giving our guys a good in-system set that they can have a consistent.
Blah, blah, blah. He's the best hand setter in the world. I'm not making that up. That's kind of consensus. Phil Dahlhauser and Casey. But Casey has a better location. He's the best hand setter in the world. I mean, think about that for a second. It's amazing. Makes my life really easy.
Jake, I feel like you're rejuvenated playing with this guy.
Yeah, man. He's got so much energy and so much life. How could you not be? No, we're having fun, man. It's really fun here. I'm old enough where I get to sit back and literally throw my feet up and enjoy these moments. I mean, I've never had 3 in a row in my career, and I have 4 in a row. So it's something. I mean, more special than I've ever experienced.
Hey, Jake, on the ball, did you pause and hesitate when the one you went on the other side of the court? You knew right away you could go get it. I mean,
well, I knew it was outside the antenna. I didn't know that I could get to it, but I think he dug it with backspin because it was holding
real
it
high
there.
and held.
And I went moving, and I was like, "Oh, it's there." And so I throw it back. I couldn't believe it swung on it. That was sick.
I've done that indoors one time. Oh, I've done this one time before.
When I went running, you came all the way out.
I went out, did like an A-ball. I'm gonna attack this like a back row attack. Yeah.
That was. I mean, it doesn't matter that we lost the play.
That's just definitely a memorable play.
Yeah.
And then what about the play he makes in the first set where he's running across it after your block?
It was ridiculous. That's what he does. He does. If you notice, Casey, he does 2 things better than anybody in the world. First of all, he hand sets, but he puts away balls at the end of games. He makes plays at the end of games, and that's just kind of what he's known for doing. It's pretty special to have on my squad.
Casey's saying yes.
Is playing with a guy like Casey, is that your career? Is like you see no end in sight?
I don't know about that, but it's been a crazy transition because I played with Sean for 7 years, 2 Olympics, and it was one of those things where it's like it was ending, and I was like, kind of reevaluating. Olympics were done, and trying to figure things out, and once I talked to Casey, I saw so much passion. It brought me, revived me, got me working out harder, training harder, and it's been just such a fun transition. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, I think that focus also, there's a lot of pressure on me, them finishing #1 in the world, them having 2 Olympics under their belt, and me stepping into Shauna Rosenthal's shoes. It's kind of like, dude, I've only been around for a little bit. I'm new to being a defender. Is this gonna go well? So there was a real big fire lit under me, so I'm sure it was contagious because he's ready to prove that to everybody that he's still around and he's one of the best blockers in the world by far. And so that was huge for me. So in the offseason, it really fueled my fire to get better as a all-around player, get better as a defender. I'm new to the left side also. I haven't played left side since I played 2007 with Canyon Seaman or something for a couple tournaments. That was it. I've always been a right side blocker, and so the transition is obviously really fast. I think that helped too. The fire that I had to keep him on top.